Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today our group going to present about our project and our report of Zoo Ticket. Okay, first of all, I'm going to talk about members profile, and we have 3 members. First, me, who is Muhammad MUIZUDDIN bin Muhammad Yasin, the project manager that play the lead role in planning, executing, monitoring, and controlling and closing project. Second, Muhammad RAZIEQ bin ROSLAN, who is as a database programmer that is responsible for maintaining and updating computer programs and database. He is also responsible to writing new code as requested or required by client. And lastly is Muhammad Abu HAFIZ bin ZULKARNIN as a database designer that responsible for producing and designing a detailed data model of database that requested by client. So, talk about organizational background of our project, Zoo Negara Malaysia. Zoo Negara Malaysia is managed by Malaysian Zoological Society and governmental organisation established to create the first local zoo for Malaysian. Zoo Negara was officially opened on 14th November 1963 and has matured into a well-known zoo all around the world. We have a total of over 5,137 specimens from 476 species of mammal, birds, reptiles, amphibians, and fish. Zoo Negara cover around 110 acres of land, which is situated only 5 kilometers from the city of Kuala Lumpur. Over the year, the zoo has transformed itself to an open concept zoo with over 90% of its animals being kept in spacious exhibit with landscape befitting its nature. We're also working in making sure that the old zoo concept is changed entirely. As you can see, this is our logo, Zoo Negara Malaysia. Okay, next I'm going to talk about our current system description. And as you can see, on the first day Zoo Negara being established, they already offer citizens to buy a ticket. And each ticket has their own package, which is for school and for normal citizen. And since early open, there are many from school and normal citizens to buy a ticket. Each customer can only purchase as many as they want to enter the zoo. And under customer, they're going to contain first name, last name, phone, and address. Each ticket will be contain a detail about date, quantity ticket, and price. One employee can be managed many purchase, and each employee have their own name, email, and phone. Normal citizen may purchase the ticket, which will provide age and residential. For a customer that want to get purchase school package, teacher can purchase one or many ticket. And in school package, they are going to contain quantity teacher and name of school. And each customer can make their payment with either cash or online payment. And after customer done with their payment, they will get detail about the date payment, counter their payment, counter their deal with, and type of payment. And next, I'm going to talk about our system problem statement that always happen in when customer want to purchase their ticket. So first of all, there is no specific counter because the counter are not separate according to the ticket type, which is school package and normal package. And second, the process kind of slow because the more ticket prints out, the more the machine lag, and that will make the queuing time longer. So, and third, they will be too complicated because the pricing is not the same as advertised. They need to pay extra for add-on package. Also, service while they are still inside the zoo. And lastly, the ticket made from paper. And as you guys know, the ticket can easily misplaced, lost, torn apart, or damaged. Okay, next is our proposal, which is project objective. And generally, the objective to develop this new system is to replace the old ticketing and a system in the zoo, which is not systematic and efficient to be used in a 2D environment. For the main objective of this project is to help management manage the zoo more systematically. All the data kept in database systematically. If the zoo sells the ticket online, it will make it less crowded at the counter. And moreover, order to design completion for a certain period using the new system. Okay, next we give to Abu Hafiz.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mama Abu Hafiz. I'm the database designer for ICT200 ticketing system, which led by MUIZUDDIN YASIN, my project manager. So I will proceed from what he just said just now. I continue 2.2 proposed business rules. For number one, each customer can purchase one or many tickets. Each ticket can be purchased by one customer. Number two, one employee can manage many purchases. Each purchases can be managed by one employee. Number three, each purchases can be made by one only payment method. One payment will be chosen for each purchase. For number four, cash and online payment are the subtype for the payment. There are two types of payment. For cash, there is cash amount, while for online payment has online payment amount and bank name. For number five, each ticket can categorize one package only. One package can be categorized by many tickets. For number six, citizen and school are the subtype for package. There are two types of package. For citizen, there has citizen age and citizen nationality. While for school has quantity of student and quantity of teachers. Okay, next, for 2.3, we have proposed entity relationship diagram, which known as ERD. For the first table, we can see customer. And for the next table, we can see payment, receipt, age, identity card, package, ticket, and OKU. Okay, for next, 3.1, which is finalized entity relationship diagram. The difference between proposed and finalized entity relationship diagram is we have made some changes and do some correction from our proposed relationship diagram. And so yeah, this is our latest and finalized ERD. So for the first table, we have employee, which have the attribute which is EMP ID, EMP name, EMP phone, and EMP email. For next table, we have purchase, which the attribute is CAS code, ticket ID, receipt info, pay ID, and EMP ID. And for the next table, we have customer. The attribute is CAS code, CAS first name, CAS last name, CAS phone, and CAS address. Next table, which is ticket. The attribute is ticket ID, ticket date, quantity ticket, ticket price, and package ID. The next table is for package. The attribute is package ID, add-ons, and package type. For the package type for under the package, which is table citizen and school. For citizen, the attribute is package ID, citizen age, and citizen nationality. And for the next package type under the package, which is school, the attribute is package ID, name school, quantity student, and quantity teacher. And for the next table under the purchase, which is payment, the attribute is pay ID, pay date, pay career, and pay type. And for the pay type, which is under the payment, there is cash and online payment. For the first table, which is cash, the attribute is pay ID and cash amount. And for the next pay type table, which is online payment, the attribute is pay ID, online pay amount, and bank name. Okay, so now I'm gonna run DB2 from using the table from using the finalized ARD. So for the first table, we're gonna use is employee. So so yeah, let's run it. Okay, so from here we can see the database that's being used, and the attribute which is EMP ID, EMP name, EMP phone, and EMP email. So next, which is customer table. So here we can see CAS code, CAS first name, CAS last name, CAS phone, and CAS address. And next, we're gonna use package table. So here we can see package ID, add-ons, and package type. Okay, next, we're gonna run citizen table. We're gonna see the attribute. Which is package ID, citizen age, and citizen nationality. Next, we're gonna run which is school table, which is package ID, name school, quantity student, and quantity teacher. Next, ticket table, we have ticket ID, package ID, ticket date, quantity ticket, and ticket price. Next, for payment table, we have pay ID, pay date, pay counter, and pay type. So next, for the online payment table, we have pay ID, online payment, online pay amount, and bank name. Next, we have cash table, which consists of pay ID and cash amount. Next, we have purchase table, which have cash code, ticket ID, receipt info, pay ID, and EMP ID.
Right, thank you MUIZUDDIN and Abu for presenting their part. So today we'll talk about 3.5, which is the running SQL example. So we need to create 10 problem with 10 solution. So the problem 1, starting with the topic, retrieving data from multiple table. So the problem is to produce a report that lists customer list name beginning with M, while list their phone number and address and their ticket prices, and sequence the report on the first name. So as you can see, that's the solution on the left side. So we copy the solution that we did before this and then paste it on the DB2, and that is the solution, as you can see live on the DB2 and also on the screenshot that we have taken. So moving on to the problem 2, which is the Scala under topic Scala function and arithmetics. Problem is produce a list of all tickets which were received on year of 2020. Display ticket ID and the year of received tickets and ticket prices, and sort the result by ticket ID. Name the derived columns year. And again, we copy the solution that we have did before and paste it on the DB2, and yes, that's the solution that will come out. And moving on to the problem 3. The problem 3 is under topic column functions and grouping. The problem is display count of who bought the ticket that have the same address and list their name and list their address. Name the column count address and sort by address. And we copy the solution and paste it on DB2, and yes, again we have the output same as we screenshot before. There's a custom address and account address. Moving on to the problem 4, which is under topic union. So the problem is list the ticket ID and the ticket price that the customer bought on the year 2021. For the last line of the report, display the sum of the total ticket price and fill last line in the ticket ID with null. So again, we copy the solution that we have did before and paste it on the DB2, and yes, we will get the solution result same as we screenshot and paste it on the Word. So move on to the problem 5. Will be considers the topic of using subqueries, and the problem is we want to do a purchase analysis for customer that have different address. Show the last name, payment type, and date of tickets received on May until August 2020, and the name of employee handle the customer. Sort the listing by highest ticket price paid first. So yes, we copy the solution that we did before on the problem and paste it on the DB2, and enter. We will get the same result. It's the screenshot. Yes, cast last name, pay type, ticket date, and employee name. Alright, moving on to the next problem, which is the problem 6 and the topic maintaining data. So the first one, we need to create a table test time with the following columns. So we have the new attributes for MID and MName and MEmail and MEphone. So the first thing, we need to create the table test time. So we copy the instruction that we have did before, and we paste it on the DB2, and yes, it says there the SQ command completely successful. So that's mean that the table test time has been created. And move on to the second step, which is we need to insert the test time values. This is the new values that we have listed for the MID, MName, MEmail, and also MPhone. Copy that and paste it on the DB2, and yes, it also said that the SQ command completed successfully. So we have successfully insert the new value for the test time. And the third one, we need to create a view person info as select star from test time. So we copy that and paste it on the DB2. Yes, command completely successfully. And the last one, we need to select star from press infos, which we need we can view all the new attributes in the table test time. Copy that and paste it, and there you go. We can see the MID, the MName, and MPhone and MEmail from the press info, and also from the test time table. So we can see all of the new attribute that we added into the test time. Like Hasan Talib Abu Hafiz, and also the MPhone, MEmail, and also the employee ID. Alright, so moving on to the problem 7. Alright, so move on to the next problem, which is problem 7. Problem 7 until 10 is the combination between topics and to form a question and also the solution. So you got retrieving data from the multiple column and also column, function, and grouping, and also the union topic. So the question is, the second line manager needs a list of ticket date which began on the early year of 2020 till the end of the year, if have. So for these dates, list the ticket ID, receipt info, pay ID, and the employee ID who handled it, and also the price ticket. Show the total average purchase for the early year and near end year at the last line of the ticket price. Name the last line of the receipt info to average of year 2020. The list should be ordered by the ticket ID. So yes, we copy the solution before this we did and paste it on the DB2, and you will see the result same as the screenshot that we have taken. We can see the ticket ID, receipt info, PID, MID, and also ticket price. And also at the end of the line, we can see the average of the year 2020, the ticket price, the total ticket price average. Alright, so moving on to the problem 8. For problem 8, we have a topic involving retrieving data from multiple column, function, and grouping, and also union. So the problem is display all employees who their email is not Yahoo, and count it, list the employee name, phone, email, and also customer code. And name the last line of the employee name to cast of Yahoo. The count of Yahoo email will be at the last line of the customer code. So again, we copy the solution that we have did before for the problem and paste it on DB2. And yes, we're going to see same output as we screenshot before. So we can see the employee name, employee email, employee code, and also the cast code. And the cast code of Yahoo that counts for 2% on the last line. So yes, moving on to the problem 9. We have the topic about retrieving data from the multiple column and also union. Question is display those who ticket ID that starts with number 3, customer first name, ticket received date, and their ticket price. For the last line of the report, display the sum of all prices ticket received. Name the last line of the customer first name with total. Yes, again, we copy the solution and paste it on DB2, and we get same output. We have 4% there, and the total of the ticket price for the total 4% is, yes, 10,005 ringgit. Moving on to the problem 10, which is the last problem. We have a topic retrieving data from the multiple column, scalar function and arithmetic, and also column function and grouping, and also union for topic combined. Problem is retrieve data from the customer and payment who use payment online and do the payment in January 2021. Sum their total payment as the last line. This card's name, pay ID, payment type, payment date, online payment amount, and their bank name transaction. So again, we copy solution and paste it on DB2, and we will get same solution as we did before, and short would have two customer. Also, the total payment underneath second last line, the 7,570 ringgit. Yes, I think for my part.
Okay, that's it from our presentation. Thank you for giving your cooperation and attention. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel.